All right. I want to show you how to do a coax head. We're going to be using Rg6 heads, but the same thing applies for Rg59 or Rg11. Rg11 is a little bit different. So this is I don't know if you can see that. See, this one's a little tiny core right there. And this one's a little fatter over here. So this is Rg59. That's like a thinner cable. It's more like residential. Rg6 is the same cable, same style cable, but this is a little bit higher end. I guess it carries more information or whatever. Better cable, lasts longer. And then the Rg11. Rg11's like commercial grade. This is like a weatherproof guy. So it's got a weatherproof head on there, but it's the same size screw-on connector, but the cable is much bigger. And this one here, you have to slide it up inside this pin. It comes with a, I don't know if you can see that, it comes with a pin in there already. So the center conductor has to slide into, there's a hole back there that goes into the center of the pin. So you have to slide the center conductor all the way in. So that's Rg11. We're not doing that. So we have Rg59, the little guy. We're not doing that guy. We got Rg6 here. Rg6, this is quad shield, I believe. Which just means that there's, yeah, it means there's 4 pieces of, or 4 layers of shielding in there around that dielectric, the centerpiece. All right, so then you're gonna need a stripper. You want to get a stripper. This is a Greenlee, I guess, and it tells you that this is good for Rg6 or Rg59. So I guess you could put that on either side if you're a righty or a lefty. All right, so your cable's cut. Put it up to the stopper there, right? And you just spin it around. If your stripper is fresh or new, then you probably just let the pressure of the tool cut the wire. But as they wear, you kind of have to give it a little squeeze there and give it a pull. All right, so now we got our wire prepped here. Can you see that? So the dielectric is square. That's that little foam shit around the outside there. Then outside that, you have your shield. Maybe this is not a quad shield. This may not be a quad shield. So in this situation where it's a quad shield, you'll have 2 layers of foil and 2 layers of braid or wire or whatever that is, strands. So in this case, or in the quad shield case, you're going to want to pull back all these strands. All these strands have to be all the way back. They can't be bent over like that one there. You want them all folded over. And you want them all folded over straight back if you can. You don't want them going sideways one way or the other. You know, it can't be going this way, or it shouldn't be going that way. All right, so now I have a couple different kinds of heads. They all do the same thing, with the exception of this one, I guess, is waterproof, maybe made for outside, I don't know. But they all do the same thing. So you just take this, and you're gonna slide it in there. So you need that white dielectric to come flush with the face of this plate right there. So what works best, at least for me, is to take and press it and spin it at the same time. So you press and spin. All right. You see that? So now your dielectric is flush with the inside face of that, I don't know what you want to call it, fitting. And you can see that there are no little shielding wires coming out of there or touching the center conductor. So then you take your squeezer. This is an ideal. Squeeze it. Release it. Look at it, double check, make sure everything's good. Give it a pull. I always do the pull test because if the fucker falls off, it's not gonna work. All right, so I cut this wire off of the cable that was done at my house already. And you can see that the head that I don't know if it was the homeowner or maybe it was like the cable guy, he didn't seat it all the way. You see how the dielectric is way down in there? That's wrong. Dielectric has to be up front. This head might pull off. Let's see. Nope, it's not pulling off. It's on there. It's on there good and tight. All right, well, whatever. I guess that'll work too, but that's just not right. That could make contact with the side or whatever. You really want that that white stuff inside there to be flush. All right, well, that's all I got for you. I'll do another one. I'll do another one real quick. Let's cut this guy's head off. So you got your stripper here. Get your stripper ready. All right. So let's see, we got sorry guys, I'm a little new to making videos, so it's a little fucky and I apologize. All right, there you go. So you just take your head. This is a Rg6. See, it's a little bigger. Slide it right in there. So now it's seated in the connector here, but it has to be forced up through the tube. So you see that it's not up yet. Give it a twist and a push. See where that is? Yep. All right, good. If you go to push this on there and it doesn't go, it's not going because it's getting caught. So you have to make sure all those pieces of shielding, all those little strands, are folded over so that you can tuck the barrel underneath the shielding, or between the shielding and the strands. You want to kind of slide it in between. I just made another patch cable. This can stick out a bit too. You know, it's okay that it's 6 past. I just usually cut it with a scissors, which gives you like an 1/8 inch or so. But you don't want too much hanging out. All right. All right, just made a patch cord. Awesome.